Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Commodity Futures Report for Friday, November 5. So with iron ore here, as I mentioned yesterday, we still have further to move down. I've relabeled this new chart, but still we need to move down here in 5 waves. So it's going to put pressure on the BHPs of the world and all the iron ore companies and Vale and all of those. There's still definitely more to come down in this trend here to finish off here, and this would be a really good pattern here also for those stocks like FMG and Rio and so on. Okay, so nothing really to be said here. We're going to come down, we're going to bounce off the 500, and then we're going to come down to 450, 480, 450, that sort of thing, maybe even 400, but yeah, I'll pull this apart as I go. Perhaps next week we'll start working on that trend, but for the time being, I mean, I'd rather be short than long, put it that way. Okay, so we want to have a look at the gold. So we'll look at US spot gold and also GDX, and I missed out silver last time, so sorry about that. Okay, so I can just work with the hourly chart. I don't need to go into the big picture today. We've been there. So looking at this move here from wave 2 here as well, we can look at it in a couple of different ways. We're not quite confirmed yet, but I've either got wave 1 up here and we've got an ABC for wave 2 back here, and we're heading higher, which I think is the case, but I just need to confirm that, and I'll talk about that in a moment. We've either got wave 1 up here and wave 2 here, or we've got wave D here. I mean, really, we could put wave E and wave 4 in here as well, but if this got more complicated, so we've got 3 waves down here, which is perfect for wave 2, if it got more complicated, because this move to the upside here, so far you can see that it's in 3 waves and it's not finished. Even if it probably had another little wave up here, it'd still be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, so it still needs more to go up here, but yet one would say that it's looking pretty damn positive, isn't it, So we're sitting on the 61.8%, but it's the 18 that I've mentioned before. So we're going to see a bit of a classic trading levels pattern in here, the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, which will make we're not really ready to trade long on this just yet. Let me just have a little look in here for a second. I just want to go into maybe 20 ticks, just have a quick look at that. Yeah, we'll take all that as 1 and 2 here, and we'll take that as 3 and 4, so that's okay. Just have to check. Where were we on the hourly or tick or something? Yeah, hourly here. It's okay. So what we need to do now is, I went back over this too from wave 4 here to wave 5, and I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 for 1 and 2 here, and I'm just ignoring this spike here. I'm just looking, this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here and 5 here for the 3rd, 4th and 5th. So I'm okay with that. So as long as I'm okay, that's the main point, isn't it? Capitalism. Okay, so I need to change this around, and I need to make these into here. So, I mean, you could go long here, but you're just going to get trapped, And also too, we want to, this will be a classic trading levels pattern sitting here. So this will be the safe long trade here. But I think that the next video that we get, we can look at this a bit further. I don't think we're going to get a 61.8% retracement level here, but at the same time, we need to, should I take it, where should I take it? Up to, I'll take it to the 10, the 18 here, the 1810, and that, we'll see how we go in that height there, but that will bring us back into this space here. So buying back at 1780 would be fine. So if we get that move up here, let's just assume that we do. Let's just say we get that move up here, and that will give us 5 waves. So based on that 5 waves, and also this now being 3 waves, and it's confirmed as 3 waves because now we've taken that we've taken this little top out here. Do you know what I mean? So it forces this to be a ABC correction. So that's one good point. The second good point, of course, is that we are looking at an impulse wave up there. So if we get 5 waves in the opposite direction of the previous trend, which is this was the previous trend down here, and we're getting 5 waves here, that means if we get 5 waves here, then we win the bonus prize and we get another 5 waves going up here. So buying back in this box here would be fantastic, or close to it. If you can work, that should be a zigzag structure, a 5-3-5 structure. We can carve this up here. We can do lots of things here. The angle's always good if the wave B is smaller. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if it's sort of tucked in here, because then you get a better angle on it. But basically, this is where we want to build. And also too, try and think of the bigger picture here a little bit. So that means that I mean, if I was trading this, then I would be looking to get a small position, one small position under the 1800, and then I want to get one as close as I can to the 1800, but I want it as support, you know, I mean, drill right in and get it right, and then adding on 10, 20 and 30 with classic, once you get a little classic trading levels pattern here, then to add here, here and here. The idea is to get at least 4 trades into this point, starting off just risking 1% or 0.5%, it depends on how much money you got in the market, but getting those all to break even, and then that locks it in, and then I can tell you that you're at the beginning of the trend, and then we can look to build in on 50, and we can see what the trend looks like at that point there. So yeah, I mean, this is fantastic news. So to confirm what I've just been saying here, we need that little push up, okay? And then we've got our 5 waves. That's good. Okay, so I do want to have a look at GDX. So just before I do that, I want to have a look at Newcrest, which is an Australian mining company, our biggest gold company, which is probably about 3rd in the world, depending if you including or not including China and so on. Anyway, besides all of that, I was here, as you know, we're looking for 5 waves up here. We're looking for a move back here. I thought that I understood that we could have an A, B and C to this point here, but I was also looking at it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 down here, and then a B wave and then a C wave and then up. So it caught me out, and yeah, but being long above that B, this is today's bar, Australia's trading at the moment, that taking the top of that B wave out here confirms that that's an ABC, and that's all we need, because from a wave 1, for a wave 2, we want a zigzag, we want a 5-3-5 structure. So, because we don't want that going down as 3 waves going back up as 3 waves taking that out. So as soon as that takes that top out, that's confirmed, and we're on our way. I've got a position in this somewhere. So yeah, I can look to build on that. That's good. And also too, GDX. It's not in that charting program, it's in the other one. I should put it in that one, but here we go for so GDX, we were looking, I won't go into the bigger picture, but this is a daily chart, and from the low here, the same as the NCM that we've just seen. We've seen this move up through here as wave 1. We're looking for the move back into the box. So it's ticked that box, and it's made that move up there. I'm having a little bit of difficulty in that I can't figure out if that's 5 waves up or 3 waves up, and I've been on on a small part of the chart to have a look. But we did look at it yesterday. I think it was on the 15-minute chart, and we looked at. So we've got our move up here that we counted, so we don't need that. Okay, so that reference point up here of 1. And we looked at this here, and I pulled this apart here, and we looked at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here. So we could count it. We at the time we said we could look at it as an A and a B and a C wave here. But I don't really have a nice 5-wave structure up there. So it's possible that that this move here all the way down here is, whoopsie-daisy, what do we need here? We need, okay, sorry about that. So maybe we still get this ABC pattern here. I mean, it's from the top here as the A wave and this wave 2 can come over here. If I mean, first of all, if this top gets taken out, then that's going to confirm that we're on our way at that point. So I think that's one important thing. It's just that I kind of see that in 3 waves, and it just makes me think of a B wave here. That's why that gold is really important, well, Newcrest Mining and US spot gold as well, because we could certainly get down here. I mean, I can count that down there as an ABC, by the way, into its 61.8% mark, but let's just say that I get that wrong here, and we can come down here in 5 waves at this point. So we could get 5 waves down for this wave C. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. So, just to recap, yesterday we counted down an A and a B and a C to the box. We've seen this pop up through here. I'm on a 15-minute chart. It's a little bit difficult to get 5 waves out of that. It's more likely to be 3 waves, but because it's gapped, it's possible to have 5 waves in there, I guess. I just can't see it. The move back down here is also possible to see as an ABC pattern as well. And just take that as 1 and 2, as an A wave here, a B wave here, then wave 1 here, wave 2 here, nice strong 3rd wave here, the 4th and the 5th here. So it's possible to have this as an ABC. It's just that I can't really, I can take a guess and go 1 and 2, that's pretty simple, but to go 3, 4 and 5 I can't see in here. It's a little bit tricky in here because I could go 1 and 2 here and 3 and 4 and then up for 5 here. So it's not a clear 5-wave move here. But what we could do, just to get a bit closer to the money on this, is that if we take this down to this current low here, and that current low could change, then we could also look at the retracement level back up here and say, well, okay, that's the 50-60% back up the other side there. We just really need that as the support to go long. So we can start bringing this down to the second high here, and we could probably bring it down here, but what we'd want to do at that point is simply just draw a line across here and then look for a classic trading levels pattern on that level, and then we can go long at that point, because we don't want to come down. Anyway, we'll pick this up tomorrow. We've got a bit of work to do on it, but it's not looking as good as the other ones, Okay, so we'll just have a quick look at silver as well. It's silver. So this is the low for silver, and you know that I've been working all this to the upside, and I know that it's messy, and I know that it can be wrong. But then from the top here, we counted down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the A wave, the B wave, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So that's looking pretty pretty good at the moment, one would say. Don't also have a clear impulse wave to the upside. We pulled back to the 50%, not the 61.8%. So it could, it could move back. It could be a B wave up and we get a C wave down here, or it just could continue to move up. So I'm not quite sure yet, but let's just have a little look in here. That looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So that could be an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave as well here. So, technically, we could go long above the top here, but it'll come back and bite you at that point, because if that is wave 3 and 4 here, which looks a bit small, if we do get a wave 5 here, we're going to come back over here anyway, and then we're going to move up. So. Because you've got to be careful if you go long here. Oh no, it should be right. Because if you go long there, you're going to get 5 waves, but you'll be coming back to that point there. So, but I'll save you some trouble, and we'll wait for that to go in over that side. But yeah, that's a possible low for silver as well. But we need to just put that there just for the time being as a B wave, because it's not confirmed that we've got 5 waves up here yet, you know what I mean? So yeah, but very close to confirmation on that, and the same with gold as well, obviously. And this wave here is shorter than this one, so that means this one here is going to be shorter than this one. So really what I should be doing here is bringing this back down into something a bit more realistic, which will probably make a liar of me. But also too, if you get that little move up there, you can buy back in here as well, and then start to work it. Always look at your 60% first, and so you sort of know it's really that block of supply there, Markets have memories, and they it's like muscle memory or something, I suppose. But anyway, that's, if I was looking for support, I just take this here and bring that across. That's how I do it. And then I would think to myself, okay, what's the balance line within that correction there? So then I'd be looking for all the open and closes right in the middle of that correction, and then I'd gravitate over to the closest largest number, which would be 2350. So that would be the support, the 2350, sort of breaking that down a bit. Anyway, we don't need all that, but anyway, that's all good. So it's all pretty looking good for gold and silver at this stage. And all the fans of this, you guys have waited so long. You've been through massive corrections over a long. Gold's done really well over the period. When you've seen it, move a long way up. So folks have done well out of it. It's just that it's stagnated. The party was over. That really should go there too. But no, it doesn't need to. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's okay. Yeah. So. Okie dokie. Crude oil. So let me just have a look at crude. Daily chart, we're just pulling back for wave 4 there, but while we're here, let's just look at wave 2. So yeah, near enough, we're okay there for that. And have we been on the tick chart with this one? Must be the hourly chart. Or 4-hour chart. Okay. So, yeah, we're right on that 38.2%. So yesterday we were looking from this low here, we're looking for a rally and then another low. So we got that spike there. So I'm just going to call the spike wave 4, even though it's overlapped wave 1 up here. So that's it. So that was our yesterday when we spoke about this. We wanted wave 4 and then wave 5 to come down. So we've got that now. And I don't know if that's finished there just yet, but I'll have a look in a minute. But the thing is here is we want a classic trading levels pattern sitting on top of the 80, major trading level 8, so that's really important. And then if you're going to build into this, actually we don't need that. So what we need here is the 100. Oh, sorry, it's not 100. It's just that it's a CFD product here. 7 group 2 here. Anyway, I won't worry about that too much. So what we want to do here is we want to buy in here, and we also want to buy on top of 80, try to get a position, once it gets support up on the 80, if you can see it, get a small position, and then add the position, once 100 becomes the support, another position, and 200 another position, and 300 another position. And then we're built in at the beginning of the trend. I'll just have a look in this low area through here, see what we've got. So that's the spike. Looks like we've got one more wave to the downside. But that looks quite positive there as well, doesn't it? It's just a bit short to have it as wave 3 here and wave 4, do you know? Okay, I won't worry about it, but what we want to see is we want to see this move up, pull back, and then move up. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, up for 1, back for 2, and then you start building in over here and through these levels here. If that's going to occur, that's what you do. If it doesn't, well then you saved yourself, because if there's going to be another move down, then you're okay, do you know? Okay, so I want to have a look at copper next. Not that one. It's another program. Looking for this one over here, and we want copper. And we'll just go to the I don't know if we've got this as an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave down here, or we're going to have a triangle pattern, which will be the A, the B, the C wave here, the D wave here, and then the E wave here for wave 4. So I don't know. I don't know. This is the 61.8% mark here, so I just expect it to consolidate there for a while, and it's been there for a while. So we'll just continue to wait for that, because I don't know if we're going to have an A wave here, B wave, and a C wave here. In a triangle, wave C could be 3 waves, but otherwise it's always 5 waves. So I need to wait for that. So there's a good case for a flat correction. There's a good case for a triangle correction. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, it's going to be quite time consuming. Natural gas is the next one. So this is just the daily chart. This is a nice chart. So just with this, we've got wave 1 here and wave 2 over here for this. We've been building up for 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got the top of the 3rd wave here. We've got the 4th wave, and we're looking for the 5th wave to move up. So this has also been traveling sideways as well. Let's just go to the 15-minute chart. So we're looking at wave 4 being completed here. That's what we thought yesterday. And then we had 5 waves up here for wave 1, and then we're pulling back for wave 2. And then we were looking at this being wave 1 up here and pulling back for wave 2. So that means we can buy new highs. We're seeing good volume come in as well. So let's just go to the 15-minute chart or something in that space. Let's just see what we've got here now. So we had, just to bring back a little bit, oh, anyway, that's our wave 4 here, down here. Oh no, is it? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, another market. So down here for that, for wave 4, and then we counted up here. A bit dodgy, I understand, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for 1. You could probably count that corrective, but I think it's better suited like that. And then also to here we had this A wave, B wave, a bit small compared to the C wave, but I think it's the best fit, best count. And then we were looking at, so it's a wave 2, then we were looking at this here, and we can see that this is like the first wave in here, and we see that even though it's really messy in here, it's all the same mess. So it's part of the same family, it's part of the same leg. And then we've got wave 4 and wave 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. So we were looking for a bit of an ABC correction here. So that wave 2, that looks a little bit impulsive going up here as well, that little move there. And that would be the A wave here, the B wave and the C wave. So we could probably put that wave 2 there. That means that we can go long above here. Sorry for all that. So from wave 2, we can look to go up to wave 3. Now we'll be at the medium level here, 65. So 65 is important. You'll see that when we get there. And yeah, so I think that's where we are. I mean, wave 2 hasn't pulled back to its 61.8%, so it may do that, but I don't think it will because we've already got an A and a B and a C in here. So any further move down here would give us another correction, you know, a different type of pattern that we're currently working. So yeah, gas is looking good. So that means that well, in Australia we've got Woodside and Santos, and every country's got their gas. So see if you can sort of figure it out. They will be good trades coming up because we've got 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So we're in the third of the third here coming in. So that should, if correct, we should scoot along here quite nicely. And nickel, we've been looking at nickel. I'll just keep it on the daily chart here for the moment. We're not really ready here, but it is shaping up quite nicely. So what have I done here with that? I probably went to Trading Economics, commodity nickels, to get a really long-term wave count that would take us back further than all of this that they can offer here. But anyway, yeah, so obviously I haven't finished doing work on that. Anyway, look, the thing here is that there's a classic trading levels pattern occurring here. So as a trader, I see that, you know, I know my setups, you know, and this is the first high above the level. So the arrival, whichever one you want to call here, but we'll call this the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level. It's possible for it to pull all the way down here. So we're just going to watch it, but we can go long above that B wave there. Normally it would go here, but now we can drop it down to the second high. And as it moves down here, we'll do some work on it, but it's not ready yet. And DXY, so on the daily chart here, we're looking, I won't go over the whole story again like what I did yesterday, but we're looking for wave 3 here, and an A and a B and a C wave up here for wave 4. And 38.2% retracement levels at the lower band, and the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree is at the higher band. So at the 95, we're looking for 5 waves from wave 4 to wave 5 here. We've got wave 1 and we've got wave 2, and it looks like wave 3 is starting here. So we'll have wave 3, 4 and 5. Now anything above those 5 waves going from 4 to 5 there, then we're going to reassess the count at that point. But otherwise we'll watch it turn down, and yeah, and it will make, if that's the case, it will make new lows below here for that, which will send other currencies, you know, in their direction, you know, to the upside. So, yeah. And as I mentioned yesterday, if the 95 becomes the support, then we've got a much bigger rally going to the upside, and then we'll have to put wave 4 over here and wave 5, this wave 5 over here for that. this can count as 5 waves down here. It's just a little bit truncated, but I'm okay with that because I know that big numbers like 90 can skew traders' orders, and because they all gather at that point. So, but otherwise, yeah, that's where we're looking at for that. So, alrighty, thanks for tuning in, and yeah, enjoy the weekend. Cheers.